Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron HD. So yeah, this is going to be a great time.
Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm Sam HD, and this week we watched The Killer's Game, starring Dave Bautista. Now, this film is an action film, and I will say, I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was fun. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was bloody, ridiculous, and overall just a good time. While I do think it didn't really add anything new, I do think it was an enjoyable experience. But before I go on a whole tangent about why I like this film, I'll tell you why I like this film and more back at the house.
Did he just hit me with a motorcycle? That's just disrespectful.
Do you think I killed him?
I hope so. Ain't no money worth this shit.
Hate the playoffs. Hate the game. I got you.
Until I
Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm Tom HD, and this week we watched The Killer's Game, directed by J.J. Perry, starring Dave Bautista, Sofia Boutella, I think I said that correctly, Ben Kingsley, Terry Crews, and there was I know you guys may not know who this is, but he's a teensy, weensy little tiny cameo from a professional wrestler in the WWE, and I liked it. I like wrestling. Sue me. His name was Drew McIntyre. Real name Drew Galloway. Wrestling is silly. But this movie, real quick before I talk about the movie, the director was a stuntman. He was mainly known for a lot of stunts. Actually, he'd only ever directed one other movie before this, starring Jamie Foxx about 2 years ago. And he's currently working on another movie called Afterburn. But anyway, this film I thought was enjoyable. It was entertaining. It was fun. But I do think I have a tiny little gripe with it. I mean, this might be a little bit of a nitpick. I don't know. But I really think that this movie just really... It didn't wow me. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it, and I thought it was funny and entertaining. But I really think it didn't really offer much else. You know, it wasn't, like, that pretty to look at. The characters weren't that different. I do think the movie kind of had a trope of like, oh, here's two dumb brother characters, right? And let's have them die really easily because they're stupid, right? Like, I think that happened like twice in the movie, which is kind of weird. Because usually in a movie like this, like super bombastic, hyperactive, high-octane action, like bloody, violent, rated R movies like this, every character is usually different. Even if they only share like 5 minutes of screen time, they usually always differentiate themselves from the pack. Right? But I really feel like this movie, some of the characters felt a little samey, you know, or some just weren't as fleshed out, which makes sense. Most, if not all, of the little, like, gang characters were all just bodies for Bautista to murder, right? That's really why they existed. But let's use an example. That was the same for, let's say, Bullet Train. While not exactly, they weren't bodies, but they all felt unique. No matter how little screen time they had, they all had something going on, and they all had a little motive. Right? The reason I liked Bullet Train so much is because it had so many moving parts, and it had so much shit going on, and it all made sense, and it was just really entertaining and really good to look at. And you were invested. And I don't know. Another thing about this movie is I think it had too fast of a pace. Now, I feel like this movie should have been at least 20 minutes longer. Now, I say that because I wanted more epic fights. Because I think my main gripe with it is because there wasn't that many epic fights. They were all pretty quick, actually. The only fight where Bautista really struggled was with the, like, Spanish flamingo dancer. He was the only one that he really struggled with, right? And the other guys, he just kind of ran straight through, right? It makes sense, like, lore-wise, I guess, because in the movie, he's like the best hitman ever, right? He's like he's got great morals, he never kills innocents, he only ever kills criminals, he only takes good jobs, he does it quietly and clean, you know, he never gets caught, he's like the best hitman ever. So it makes sense that he bodies these people, but like, why not maybe introduce a guy that's like the polar opposite of him? That, like, doesn't care about collateral damage, doesn't care about how many people he kills to get to his target, and is super messy, but somehow still gets away with it all the time. You know, but it's, like, just as good as him, but is just super reckless. You know, I think that could be like a good foil to Bautista because he has the exact opposite morals of him, right? I think that could have been nice. I mean, obviously, I'm not a writer, right? I'm not trying to say I could write this movie better. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying what would have interested me more as a viewer, I think would have been a more interesting antagonist or foil to Bautista, because they weren't really that intimidating. And I think that really sucks, because in movies like this, the villains usually kick ass, right? They're usually hateable, or they're usually really fun, or they're usually somebody you wouldn't usually expect, right? Because for the longest time in the movie, I thought maybe they could have like a twist, or like his girlfriend the entire time was like a hit, like it was an assassin herself, and was like trying to kill him, you know? Or maybe they could do like a twist at the end where she actually does fall in love with him, you know, a little cliche. But, like, I'm just saying, I feel like there's so much more they could have done, and I think this film was, like, just really one note. And I just think they could have done more. Now, you guys might say, but wait, Ronan, it sounds like you hate this movie. I don't. I just think it has a lot of problems, and it's flawed, and I really think it could have been so much better. And I'm just saying I wished it was better. Wow, I did like it, okay? And the things I liked about it, I liked the violence. I thought the comedy was pretty decent. I liked the interactions between the characters. I liked some of the other characters. I liked the one villain lady. I liked her cousin. I thought he was funny. I'm glad he survived to the end of the movie because he was ridiculous and funny, and he was an idiot and he got his ass beat all the time. I kind of wish he got more screen time because he was entertaining. I like Terry Crews because it's Terry Crews. And overall, I like Dave Bautista. Overall, I think he's just a great actor, in my opinion. I think he's really broken out, and I think he can do a really good job. And I think this movie just shows he's a great actor. And I like that I'm able to see more of Bautista. Give me more Bautista. Love him. And overall, I just thought this movie was very entertaining. It was very bloody. It was very, vibrant to an extent. Nothing, as I said, nothing new, but it was still, you get it. You get it. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was enjoyable. Overall, I had a fun time. I was not, grouchy the entire time, complaining. I was having a fun time. And honestly, if you like movies like this, I think you could get a kick out of it. I mean, as I said, it's not revolutionary. It's not breaking new ground, but it doesn't need to, right? I mean, obviously, I talked about things that I would have liked to be in the movie, but they don't necessarily need to be. If the movie's enjoyable, then the movie's enjoyable, right? If you can still have fun with a movie, then it did its job, right? And I think this movie did its job, and I had a good time, and I would recommend it, for fans of action movies. Kind of a bit of a romance film, kinda. It's a bit of a romance in there. There's a love story. And honestly, I just think if you want to have a fun time, go watch it. And also, this is the closest we're ever going to get to modern Drew McIntyre versus Bautista. So, anyway, how I would rate this film, I would rate it a 7 out of 10. Very fun, very enjoyable, quite liked it. And, yeah, I think I'm sorry to say, thank you so much, peace. So, guys, if you like this video, share with friends, subscribe to notifications on, comment below if you liked it. But you guys know how it goes. I don't even say that. What I really meant to say is, if you guys hated this video, unsubscribe, dislike me in the comments. And I'm Tom HD. Off to ballet. Ding, 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 ding. I can't spin around. I'm in a chair. You guys get the point. So, guys, Drew Galloway / Drew McIntyre is in this movie. If you don't know who that is, that's a wrestler. He's a WWE wrestler. And modern Drew, he's a beast. He's great. He's a big, meaty man. Beats the shit out of people. Love it. But we never got to see this version of Drew McIntyre versus the big, meaty man of Bautista. And this movie gives a glimpse into what that could have been. And it makes me sad that we never got to see it. I know, to non-wrestling fans, that all sounds like gobbledygook, but it means something to me, okay? I like wrestling maybe a little bit too much.